Welcome to Retro Bikes Dublin, and welcome to a very special bike. It's a Yamaha VMAX 1700 2009 with only 13,000 kilometers and with the lovely Akrapovic aftermarket exhaust system on it. The previous owner of this bike had it inside alongside a lovely collection of cars, so very well maintained. Owned for about a year here in Ireland. The previous was in England by one owner. So condition of the bike then, starting at the front tyres in perfect condition, front mudguard again absolutely mint, as well as the front shocks, headlights and indicators all working and looking lovely. I do have the ignition on just to show you the kilometers and the digital dash here. 13,920 in neutral, sorry about the two-stroke in the back, and you have nearly a full tank of fuel in there, which you will need on a 1700. Onto the right hand side of the bike here, I will point out any marks at all on the bike. Here's the front forks, the dual discs at the front, and the alloys are perfect as well. This left hand side here, all very good Yamaha. Down into the center, you have a little bit of a dirt there, unfortunately. Anything other than that, no marks at all on this right hand side here. It is taxed to the 1220. The VMAX side panel in good condition. Onto the seat then on this left hand side, no rips or tears, really good condition. Onto the rear of the bike, we then have the full Akrapovic exhaust system, lovely blue tinting of the metals down. Sorry, just going to interrupt the video here. Just wanted to show you the sound from the Akrapovic exhaust system. So just turn on the bike here. The bike has been warmed up slightly, so I'm not going to give her absolutely peak revs, but it will give you an idea of what to expect from her. Here, as you can see, all the way through, really good condition. Rear of the bike then, we have a single large disc. Onto that rear Dunlop, very large tyre. Fortunately, it is in perfect nick. 2009, as you can see, rear lights and indicators all working. To the rear seat here with a bit of backrest on it. We'll go through the centre of the seat now to show you no marks again. We've got the VMAX, genuine VMAX tank guard here. Going up onto the top then, you have your analog odometer for your revs. Left and right mirrors here in really nice nick too. Usually see scraping on the left and right hand sides have been going down a side passage. These are perfect here as well. Tank then, center of the tank, really good. I am doing this video a bit longer because it is a bit more of a premium bike than what we usually do, so I'm going over it in really anal inspection here. Left hand side here onto the Yamaha VMAX. Now onto the exhaust side on the left hand side of the bike here, again all really good condition. Onto the center of the bike here, you have your carbon fiber link arms here for the exhaust, for the heat shield nearly. You do have a very minor little mark on the engine here on this left hand side. You do have a trickle charge unit as well here, which is really good to see if you are going to leave the bike up for a bit. And onto the left, all the engine area really good condition, no corrosion or anything like that on this left hand side. Alright, so that's the walk around video. We'll now move on to the ride along video. Alright, we're looking at probably the biggest beast of a motorcycle that you can buy for any money at any stage today. Yamaha VMAX 1700 Absolutely beautiful bike, really meticulously well maintained. We're selling it on behalf of someone. He's kept it indoors its whole life. He had it last year, bought it in especially from England, and he's done about 400 or 500 kilometers on it, and now he's looking to move on to something else. It's taxed to the 1220. Marks on it you would have seen in the first introductory video, in the visual analysis, onto now a more kind of ride-along video. You've got your digital dash and your tachometer for your or odometer for your revs. Big massive rear tires, 2 tires on them are perfect. Anything else? I think we just kind of go. The rest of it is kind of looks. So I think it looks beautiful. Sound is still a crop of it. Exhausts, I would say, are a must if you're getting these bikes. It really makes a huge difference to the feel and experience that you get on these types of bikes. One thing I will say is, after I have ridden a Yamaha VMAX 1200, the original from 1980s bike, is that, hold on, am I recording? I am, yeah, good. Is that it's actually surprisingly easy to ride. It's not, doesn't feel too threatening. I mean, there's a lot of power there if you want to give it some, and especially on this kind of a day where you've had this kind of sleety rain, sideways rain this whole time. The tarmac here is just kind of covered in this light layer of slippiness. I mean, the sound of it is just beautiful. I'm not even getting it. I'm only up at 4,000 revs here now, or 3.5. Not giving it anything. Wow, it's really beautiful. Power all the way through, as you can imagine. The torque on it is instant. Really, really beautiful bike. It's a bit of a different route that we're taking today. Usually we go from Retro Bikes Dublin into in around that area in Monkstown. We're actually coming from Sandyford now, which is a daily commute for us, from Sandyford into Dún Laoghaire. But that's it for this bit. We'll move on to the... You don't want to have any whiskey throttle in this going round corners, that's for sure. Now that's first gear. Like, I'm not even gonna... I'm gonna give it a bit of go here, make sure there's no police behind me. Get into the bus lane here. There's a bit of dust there, so I'm not gonna go yet. But I'm just gonna show you exactly what I mean by the pull of this thing. It's just crazy. That's, you know, half throttle. It's just like a bullet out of a rifle when you let this thing go. You do have to be very, very careful on her. Give her a lot of respect. That you are on a 1700cc motorcycle. You know, this is a 1.7 litre engine. You know, most cars these days are going around in 1.1, 1.2, 1 litre little engines that everyone's going towards, and electric engines, and everything's going smaller. You're only really getting big engines in more higher end premium cars. But yeah, you do have to remember that you are on a 1700. Just while we're stopped here, we'll show you seating height position. I'm 6'2", and I actually fit on the bike perfectly. If you are a bit smaller though, it does have a bit of I do have a bit of a bend in my knee, so there's probably 2 or 3 inches there that you can get on, no problem. The previous owner was about 5'10", and he was able to get on it and seemed to be able to ride it fairly easily. Just really beautiful, and I'm just so surprised on how easy it is to drive. I mean, the 1200 is definitely a different experience to this. You can definitely see that this is more of a modern bike, and is built for, you know, not just animalistic things, and it's very easy to commute and daily drive. As long as you're, you know, I would say if you're a beginner rider, definitely not. Obviously, it kind of says it in the tin, 1700. You're not going to be beginning on this bike. But you know, if you have good control over your right wrist, and you can behave yourself, then, you know, this is going to be very, very easy for you to drive every day. and we will see. This is a big Al bike, but we're going to see if we can filter through here. As you can see, you can filter a small bit. I'm not going to be able to cut in like this like I could do on my little Honda 90. Nearly get chopped up. But yeah, we're just coming up to Baker's Corner now, so we're nearly at Retro Bikes Dublin. Not too long left, but you know, not much else I can say. You can see from the visual analysis the bike has been kept really well. I'm going to actually filter up here on the right hand side. I'm not going to be, I can't show you the power. You know, people always tell me in the videos, oh, you know, give a bit more. I can't get on this thing. It's just you know, as much as I can give it, there's going to be a lot more that you can give it in. Oh, I'm going to skip in here. Like, even you just have to be thoughtful. There's a lot of dust here on the road. Are we turning? Are they turning? Nope. Okay, going straight. Perfect. Oh, Jesus. And it's a lot of fun anyway, but yeah, but that's kind of been it on this little review of the VMAX 1700. We do have this digital dash here, which I didn't mention, but I will show in the video and beforehand, all that kind of stuff. But if you haven't liked the video, please do leave a like. Also subscribe if you haven't already. We're nearly at 1,000 subscribers. And finally, leave a comment down below on what you find of this bike.